Okay, so I'm going to read a passage from a book I read recently. This book is by Scott Erickson and Justin McRoberts. So it's not even out yet. And the book is called In the Low. And the sermon isn't really about the book, but this passage shook me. It made me do a double take. Here it is. I find it confounding that the Christian notion of resurrection suggests we carry our yesterday with us, including the parts of yesterday we'd rather leave behind. The resurrected body of Jesus was marked by the scars of his betrayal, injury, and death. So, what if those scars aren't unfortunate reminders of a difficult season, but are instead essential aspects of newness, wholeness, and health? Whew, that passage got me. I don't know why I never really paid attention to that detail of the Jesus story before, but man, I was kind of rattled when I read about it. Why would an almighty enfleshed deity, resurrected from a gruesome death, reanimated to give hope and divine encouragement to his disciples, return with unhealed open wounds? It's right there in John's gospel. It's in Luke too. The wounds remain. The risen Christ is still sliced open, his hands and feet still displaying the gory consequences of oppression, abuse, and misguided power. This is a Jesus who turns water into wine, gives sight to the blind, and literally heals a bunch of people who are bloodied, bent, and disfigured all throughout the stories. But he can't heal his own crucifixion lacerations and puncture wounds, even as he conquers death itself. That's absurd. Unless it's not. Unless that's part of the wisdom these stories have to share. Unless we're invited to think of resurrection not as a perfect rebirth, but instead as a carrying on despite it all. Every person you encounter is carrying the scars of their pre-resurrected life. The wounds from yesterday remain. And yet, they got out of bed today. The injuries of the past persist, yet the choice to show up is all the evidence you need of their magnificence. As the book that I'm not specifically here to promote, but that I'll happily recommend says, so what if those scars aren't unfortunate reminders of a difficult season, but are instead essential aspects of newness, wholeness, and health? Asking people in our lives to bury their wounds in the past and return to us perfectly unscathed is unrealistic, even for your human/deity friends. The wounds remain. And so our encounters should thoughtfully honor the wounds we all bring to each interaction. Our interactions should respect the unhealed lesions that we each are nursing. Our scars are part of our sacredness. I love that Jesus shows the disciples his brokenness, his marks, his cuts and bruises. He doesn't hide it. He doesn't downplay it. He doesn't ask them to avert their eyes. He just shows them openly, authentically, vulnerably. Our scars are part of our sacredness. When someone shares their wounds or scars with me, it is such a delicate honor to hold. To hear them share their real pains, to give them space to reveal what hurts. This is a privilege I take very seriously. Just in the last few months, people have shared with me stories about their adult child struggling with addiction, their mother who died tragically when they were young, their growing fears surrounding aging parents, their desperate struggles with money, their suicidal thoughts, their disappointment in a job hunt, their shame around a broken relationship, their terminal diagnosis. And we've become closer because they showed me their marks, their wounds, their scars. It's like these people are trying to teach me that a full, healthy, whole, resurrected life requires the courageous display of the difficult truths we wear like hand-drawn tattoos on our souls. The wounds remain. Our scars are part of our sacredness. Look at my hands and feet. It is I, myself. Touch me and see. That's from Luke's gospel. May your scars be honored. May your story be heard and held, and may we learn to love one another, not despite our scars, but through them. Amen. Between is about you. Take this message into your life this week and fill the space between you and every person you encounter with your sacred light. My favorite church is the space between people. Now go with God's love and create the church between.